Everyone in the HVAC industry has been there. A fan gets selected, submitted, ordered, goes through all of the right channels, only to come up short on performance when it gets out to the job site. I'm Ramsey Davis, application engineer with CFM Company, and in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how to eliminate that problem in this week's edition of How to Stay Out of Trouble at eCAPS. Let's take a look. Most of you have been exposed to eCAPS by now and realize just how quick and easy it is to make product selections. With a single click to choose an application category and 3 seconds to type in your basic design criteria, you get an immediate output of selectable equipment. In this case, an inline exhaust fan with 5,000 CFM, 2.5 inches of static pressure, and no elevation. But did you ever notice these little orange triangle symbols that pop up on some of your selections? These little caution flags are your friends, and they'll keep you out of trouble when it comes time to select the right equipment for your project. Let's take a closer look at some of these. On this first one we see, the operating curve is within 12% of the max system curve. Now, if you know what that means, then you know you don't want this selection. If you want to learn more, simply hit the View Fan Curves button, and you'll see that the operating point on the fan curve is way closer to the surge area than you want to be. Let's move on. On the next flag we get, it tells us that the brake horsepower is within 10% of the maximum motor size. In the long term, that's not good for the motor. I don't like to see it, and most manufacturers and engineers will tell you the same. Best to choose a different option if you have one. Here we'll find that this selection's operating speed is within 5% of the fan's maximum RPM. Again, we have the option to check out the fan curve for a visual of what's happening here. The solid line on top is the max RPM curve, and the solid red line just underneath is the R fan curve. Not a lot of room for error here should we encounter any unforeseen system effects in the field. The last caution flag I'm going to show you today is on this selection, which indicates the operating volume is below the required volume by 3.1%. Remember, we punched in 5,000 CFM in our design criteria. This direct drive fan selection is only getting us 4,843 CFM. It's easy to see how these can lend a hand before any issues come up in the field. Hope this helps. Happy selecting. We'll see you next time.